I was supposed to go to an influencer bike meet that went disastrous. It's kind of a long story, so I thought I'd give you guys the cliff notes, but basically I was invited out to Florida for what was described to me as an influencer motorcycle meet. I've said previously, I don't like the term influencer. I think it's a term for people like myself who make stupid brain rot videos on the internet so that way they can feel better about themselves about contributing negatively to society. But regardless, I was basically offered a full trip free to come to Florida. I got flight paid for, I got Airbnb paid for, and I would have a lovely motorcycle to ride down there. Really cool, right? That sounds awesome. That was until I found out who was going to the said motorcycle meet. I started to see more and more who the participants in this meet were going to be, and my interest began to wane from there. Jigsaw was going. That was pretty cool, but that was about the extent of it. The rest of the list includes a couple of Vans models. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. And so I told the guy, I was like, look, I don't really want to be associated with this meet anymore. I want to be excluded from the marketing. And in exchange, I still want to go on the trip because I had the Airbnb reserved and I still had a bike to ride. I told him I would pay my half for it. I would pay for the flight, pay for the Airbnb, and cover everything. Like, I just want to go and explore Florida. I don't care about the meet. I might go. I probably will. I told him I would probably still go to the meet just so I could talk to people and meet people because I like doing that. I like meeting people and I like talking to people. But in terms of like using my face on the image for this meet, not interested anymore. I just wanted to ride a bike around Florida, and so he told me, cool, we're cool with that. But then when I landed in Florida, the guy said he couldn't pick me up from the airport because he was busy getting a haircut. Fine. He wants to look spiffy for his motorcycle meet. That's fine. Okay, cool. But then he told me he didn't have a motorcycle for me to ride. So all of a sudden, I'm in Florida. I don't really know anybody around. Jigsaw was 3 hours away, and I don't have a motorcycle to ride. This is now where the problems begin. Luckily, I met a guy through Instagram, and he gave me a Grom to ride for a little bit, and that was really fun yesterday. But basically, I didn't have a bike to ride for the time I was there. As of recording this, I am now back home in Ohio. I just got back about 3 hours ago, and that's because I spent all morning over in Florida waiting on a bike to ride. I was told when I came to Florida I would have a bike to ride, and I didn't have one. And I think the entire purpose of me being there was to just be marketing for the event. And when I wasn't going to be part of the marketing for the event, that's when it's like, oh, we don't really want you here anymore. And so instead of waiting till Sunday to fly home, I said, all of that, paid $200, got another flight home just so I could ride my bikes back here in Ohio. I don't get along with the influencer biker types. And when people would rather just run a motorcycle meet to sell merch and stickers and garbage to people rather than ride their motorcycles, I don't vibe with that.